so that way you get a copy of this recording workshop as well. And then I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get started. All right, so you should be able to see my screen. Can you just let me know or message me if you are not able to? Otherwise, we're going to
I can see it.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Lauren. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Tonight, we're going to talk about how to make your life just a little bit easier today with some tips and tricks and some apps and things that I have accumulated in my business as well as my personal life that my clients have suggested to me. And I would love to share that with you today. So just wanted to introduce myself to those of you that don't know me. Some of you have met me and I recognize the names, so welcome. My name is Olga St. Pierre. I am a real estate agent by trade, and one of the big things that I truly enjoy doing is providing resources to our community through in-person as well as Zoom workshops. So thank you so much for joining me today. This is something that I've been doing for the last 5 years, and I work with a lot of local libraries and some other community organizations to bring you helpful and interesting information, to take what is available on social media and on internet and to make it really easy to understand and relatable in our own community. Just a little bit about our business. We have been helping clients move across United States and Canada for the last 14 years, almost 15 years this year. This is what I do full time. I truly love it. I love to be a real estate and community resource of choice for many of you. So we help you purchase a home or transition through your life steps. And then once you are becoming homeowners, we're here to help you and support you in your home ownership. We have a complete move solution from start to finish. As you can imagine, making a move is very, very stressful. And then once you become a homeowner and you're all settled in, we are right there beside you and helping you with our concierge service. So think of us as your yellow pages, virtual yellow pages. So if you're looking for contractor recommendations, professionals, anyone you can think of to help you make your life easier, do home renovations, file your taxes, or get some legal advice, we probably have some recommendations for you. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us. This concierge service is absolutely free of charge to you. So let's jump in and talk a little bit about a couple of things that are going to be helpful for you. And we're going to start with our office. All right. So a couple of things here that I want to recommend to you. One of the best things that I like to use, because I am on the computer and on my phone quite often, as well as my tablet, is to take advantage of the dark mode as well as the night light. These things I have decided, instead of doing and turning them all a certain time of the day, I actually have it on at all times. It helps me to avoid headaches and eye strains. So check to see what those settings are and what those options are on your own electronic devices. And I promise you, it's just going to make things a little bit easier for you. Focus Assist is also helping you minimize distractions, as you can imagine, with the pings on our phones, with notifications, with dings and bells, and all other different kinds and means of notifications. It can be very distracting, yet you actually have these settings already built into your computer where you can reach them through settings, through system, and Focus Assist. My next tip for you is making your life a little bit easier, especially dealing with a ton of paperwork that is always part of our life, especially knowing that our mail comes into our home 6 days a week, unless it's a Sunday or a holiday. But start considering and taking advantage of digital file cabinets. You can definitely fit a lot more into those cabinets than, let's say, a physical cabinet that you may have parked right next to you in your office. And a couple of programs that I really like to use are Dropbox, which is absolutely free to you, as well as Google Drive. So if you have Gmail, you already have your own filing cabinet. They give you 15 gigabytes of space, which is a lot of space, unless you're, of course, doing like movies or pictures. But if you're scanning paperwork, you can definitely take a great advantage of those digital cabinets. Easy way to do it really is you can take pictures of the documents on your phone, or you can actually take advantage of having a couple of different programs that you can take a picture and that actually transcribes the document and makes it a PDF document. And I have that name of that app for you on the different screen. So let me show you what that one is that I find helpful. Here we go. It's called Genius Scan. So it's a free app that you can download on your phone, and it's very easy to use. So you can scan the document and it will automatically save them to your phone as a PDF document. And then you can then use that app to send out an email with the document right from your phone. The next very helpful website that I have here for you is called Fax Zero. You can send free faxes right from your home. I do it on a regular basis for my business as well as for my personal use. They don't allow you to send too many documents and too many pages. However, you can do that with a few documents that, let's say you need to send a fax to your doctor's office as an example. Very easy to use. And what I like about it too is that at the end, it's actually going to send you an email and let you know that your fax was delivered successfully. And what that means is that you actually get a confirmation saying that the party that you send the fax to actually received it. And it's helpful because it gives you a mind where you can check this task off your list and then move on. If you are using Gmail for your email service, take a look and see on how you can create email templates. If you are consistently sending out the same types of emails just to different people, you can create email templates. You create just a new email, then you enter the text, and then there's 3 dots at the bottom right of your screen. Then you go to the templates, and then you select the template that you're looking to use, and then you can go ahead and send the email. Another time saver that I have found besides doing the templates is being able to postpone sending an email. Let's say if you're doing something in the evening, but you don't want that email to go out until, let's say, 8 o'clock the next morning, you can actually postpone that email to go out until a certain time. So that's really helpful as well. Some fun things in the kitchen. If you wanted to kind of play around, this is what I have done. I was on TikTok a little bit of time ago, and I was like, I want to see. There's lots of these very interesting and helpful tips that make your life a little bit easier. So I figured I'll include them here. If you've never tried to regrow different herbs and lettuce, definitely give it a try. I had fun with my daughters regrowing green onions. It definitely works. I just put them in a cup right next to my sink, and they grow really, really fast. And we were able to enjoy actually a couple of growings out of one stalk. Freezer saving things and freezing them completely flat is actually genius. I never thought about it, but I have done that, and that really helps. Wooden spoon trick is where you put the wooden spoon on top of the boiling pot, and it actually keeps things from boiling over. Also works as well. And if you do not have a cooling rack for your cookies or cakes and so forth, but you do have ironing board, you can actually use that for that particular reason. So just something fun. So think a bit of other things that kind of have been part of our lives, and I think they're getting more and more everyday mainstream because the technology is getting more sophisticated, and of course it becomes more and more part of our living as well, not just in the office. So we now have smart switches and smart light bulbs and smart thermostats and these Wi-Fi plugs and a bunch of different other things. And a lot of people really like them. Some people don't like them very much. But the idea is, again, to make your life easier. If you forgot to turn off the light, you can do that with your phone because it's connected to your Wi-Fi. If you have a thermostat and you want to regulate it, let's say you go on vacation and then you want to turn up or down the central air, that's also helpful. So think of those things as helpers for you in your own household, so that way you can decide what actually makes sense for you and what doesn't. Using daylight savings time twice a year, use that as a reminder to do different things around the house. right? We have to, every twice a year, we have to change our clocks and kind of remember that. And, it creates a little bit of a chaos in our schedule until we get used to things, and make it fun. And decide on what other things are you going to be able to do along with that and you can add that to your calendar and make a little checklist. One of the most popular things that I always recommend to my clients is to make it easier for you is you change your batteries out on your smoke detectors as well as your carbon monoxide detectors. You can change your furnace filter all at the same time, and think what else you can do as kind of like a little spur of the moment. Hey, we're already doing this. Let's do some other easy cleaning and maintenance tips in our house. Hanging a notepad on your fridge. One of the things that I have found very, very helpful for myself, and it has been actually scientifically proven. I was listening to a podcast about it a couple of days ago, is the fact that your brain is there for you to process the information that it receives and kind of figure things out so you can make a decision, not a lot of times for storing the information. And a lot of us try to really store the information, and it creates a lot of spent energy, which is not very helpful sometimes. So what I have found that makes things easier for me is I carry notebooks and pads pretty much anywhere I go and in every place that I am. So I have those in my car. I am in my home office right now, so I have a couple of notepads and I have some sticky notes always around me to jot things down. And I have a notepad as well by my bedside. This way, if I can think of some things before I go to bed, I would like to write them down so that way it's not rattling in my head, and I certainly don't want to dream about it as well. Next, let's talk about planning for unexpected. I think this is one of the biggest things and the changes that I have made in the last couple of years, even though my children are now are in high school. But I have found things. I said, you know what? I'm just going to make my life a lot easier. I don't buy specific cards anymore for specific occasions. I invest in a set of cards that are plain but beautiful. They have no writing inside, and they are not meant for happy birthday or happy anniversary or get well. It's just a beautiful card, and I can use it and add any kind of message, including thanking someone for coming and meeting with me, or having someone that was over, or celebrating some kind of milestone. But I know that I will always have cards and I don't have to worry about looking for them. I also have very generic yet beautiful gift bags and tissue paper, plain and neutral, various sizes and colors. And I actually started purchasing these really great reusable bags that I found in Marshalls and TJ Maxx. They are large and they're reusable, which means somebody can use them for shopping, and they're only 99 cents. So I kind of use one bag size for a lot of the gifts, and it makes it look very classy. So you can find all these items. A lot of them are also in the dollar store, so you can make a quick trip to buy everything that you need. You can buy white tissue paper on sale after Christmas sales. That's what I usually do, is kind of stock up on pretty paper. And then you put everything in a clear tote, and then you store it in your closet or maybe under your bed, and then you'll be all set. This a couple of slides I also took from our top home renovation projects on the budget. And I just wanted to include that here for you as well, because the idea here is that I want you to be open to the fact that paint is your friend in many, many ways. The technology has gotten to the point right now, they make paint for just about any project you can think of. You can paint your countertops, you can paint your stairs, your spindles, you can paint your front door, you can paint appliances, you can paint your faucets and light fixtures, as you can see here. You just have to make sure that you're following instruction, you can prep it. This is something that you can do anywhere from a few hours to just maybe a weekend. And as you can see here, Rust-Oleum is one of my favorite brands. They have all different kinds of finishes that you can use, different types of really hardworking paints for you, and of course, a million different colors. So definitely check it out. So it's also a big money saver for you. I always recommend to my clients, before you replace, try and painting it first. get your family involved, make this a kind of a weekend project. And if painting really doesn't work, you can always replace it then. This is something that I got into during COVID when we were kind of just, stuck inside, and I was on social media browsing through and kind of keeping my mind occupied. And one time, one cleaning company was doing a video on Instagram, and they said, why would you have a million different products and things to help you clean your home when you can get some really good products that are multitaskers and you can use them for multiple surfaces? Why don't you set up a system? And that is what is going to help you keep your home clean. And I said, you know what? That's genius. And that's exactly what I did. So think of me as your guinea pig. I've used all of these products. I've tested them out and I love them. And that is the system that I have in my own house. So the Bissell zinc canister is right here, this little guy. I swear it probably weighs only a couple of pounds. It's very easy to disassemble and clean. It's very light to carry. I love it. And the power suction is awesome. Cedar spin mop is for you to kind of mop up things and clean your floors. Barkeeper's Friend, as you know, comes in powder as well as liquid, and you can use it in many, many different services, and it's amazing. Weinmann Stainless Steel is one of the best brands that I have found for you to clean your stainless steel surfaces. Dawn dishwashing liquid, the plain one, just regular ducky yellow with just the regular blue liquid, is amazing for your dishes, as well as a laundry stain remover. I actually was able to remove some stains that your regular Oxy and the regular detergent could not do it. So keep that in mind and give that a try. Baking soda and hydrogen peroxide are great for cleaning grout and also from cleaning out your pipes and doing some other general cleaning. We also love Brillo and different oven cleaners if that is something that you're going to be looking to do. A couple of apps here that I also want to mention to you. If you are into making extra cash and using your apps, a lot of the times you can just take a picture of the receipt and then you accumulate points. And once you accumulate so many points, you can receive gift cards, digital gift cards to different stores. My 16-year-old actually does that. She scans all of my grocery receipts and the receipts from different stores, and then she makes money off of the things that we buy for the house. More ways for you to earn cash back. Rakuten is one of my favorite money savers and rebate sites when I'm shopping online. What you can do, the easiest thing you can do is install the Chrome extension, right? So Chrome is your web browser, which is a Google Chrome. Rakuten will actually let you know how much money you can save, because it'll kind of blink for you in the upper right hand corner. It'll tell you, if you go through us, you'll be able to get another 2% cash back rebate. So I find it very helpful. There's nothing else you need to do. And after you earn, I think $20 or so, or maybe it's every quarter, they will send you a check. So we get checks on the regular basis. My husband has his account. My daughters have their own accounts. So that's great. Next, put all of the bills that you possibly can on your personal and family credit card. We are big believers in being able to earn cash back. So we are using most of the time our Discover card if we can. So if any bills that I can pay through my credit card every month, that is what I choose to do. If I can't, then they get automatically deducted from my bank account and everything is on auto pay. So that way we never forget. If we're on vacation, we're not feeling well, we are never forgetting to pay our bills on time. And as we know, that is one of the biggest ways for you to keep your financial health in order, is to make sure that you pay your bills on time. Let's talk about toolbox in your car. Again, think about if you're spending a lot of time in the car, what can you keep in your car to make your life easier? As you can imagine, because I am a real estate agent, I am in the car quite often. It is my second office. So I put two kind of baskets together. I actually have a toolbox in my car for my business. And then I also have other things that are for the humans, which is most of the time it's myself and my daughters. So I do keep toilet paper and paper towels, neutral snacks. Now that the weather is nicer, I have at least a case of water in my car to make sure that I'm staying hydrated. I have wipes, I have trash bags, hand sanitizer, an extra phone battery charger pack. And in the wintertime, we also keep some warm gear as well. And for the car, remember, when you are taking care of yourself, you also want to take care of your car so that way it serves you longer, because cars are the second biggest investment that we have after our home. We want to make sure that we're keeping track of things, that if there's anything else that is needed for our car, we have it. So I have a list here for you. Some jumper cables, WD-40 is a great lubricant, basic car kit, and of course your registration insurance cards and your car manual just in case. So shopping, a couple of things that I want to mention here. One of my most favorite apps, I have it listed here for you in blue, is called Flip. I don't know where I found it, but I cannot live without it. If you ever need a grocery circular, you're not home, you're not anywhere near the store, this app has circulars for just about any store that is around you. You can mark stores as your favorites. You can actually make a list. You can share a list with someone else in your family. It's just, the pictures are easy to use. The app is easy to use, and it's just such a lifesaver and a time saver. Next is Instacart for grocery delivery. It's helping you by saving you time. If you don't have time to shop, you can get someone else to shop for you. And then if your order is more than $35, your delivery is free. There is an annual fee to use this, but just think about how much time you can save. Or let's say you're not feeling well, but yet you still need groceries. So the technology is there to work for you and in your favor. Also, take advantage of stores curbside pickup. I actually do that quite often for BJ's. I place my order on my app. I let them know when I'm planning on coming to pick up my products, and they will tell me when it's ready. All I have to do is I either wait for them to bring stuff out to me, or I will go in and I will show them what my order was, and they just put it in my cart and off I go. So it really is a time saver. Next, another recommendation for you is for you to get your house cleaned by someone else twice a month. I can't tell you how much less stress this is, and it helps you to spend more time with your family. And when you come home to a clean house, it just puts a smile to your face and just makes things a lot easier. I already mentioned to you about keeping your documents in your digital filing cabinet. Here's another tip for you. You want to make sure that any receipts for any products that are important to you, maybe that were more expensive, you definitely want to keep them for warranties, and not just a copy because the paper fades. You need to take a picture of it and put it in your digital filing cabinet. If you have no way of proving the date of purchase for an appliance or for TV, for anything else that is broken, the manufacturer will not honor your warranty, even though the product is maybe brand new or only a few months. So just keep that in mind. I had that happen with a client of mine who had a dishwasher that broke literally a month after she purchased the home. It was brand new. And because we did not have a copy of the receipt, we could not do and activate the warranty through the manufacturer. My next tip for you is to pull your credit report 3 times a year. You do that absolutely free, and I encourage you to do that and put that on your calendar to do so. The 3 credit reporting agencies are required to provide you with a free credit report once a year. So this is the website for you. It's annualcreditreport.com. And my recommendation for you is just for you to space it out and do one credit report once a quarter. And the reason why it's so important is you need to know what's on your credit report, because every time you go to buy furniture, let's say you need a layaway plan, or you need to buy a new car, or you need to apply and get a new cell phone, any kind of big purchase, the vendor is going to check your credit history, and that is where they're going to see if you pay everything on time, if you are a great borrower, if you are just financially a responsible person. And that is the way for them to do that. So it is your responsibility, just like you go to a doctor for your annual physical once a year, and then you get your blood work done. You need to do the same thing and maintain your financial health and check on your things a few times a year as well. Crazy Coupon Lady app is great for deals and coupons if you're interested. Again, it's a time saver. You can go on there and look at different stores or different websites and what things are happening. The website is also great in keeping you posted on, for example, Black Friday sales, like what store has what. You can look at circulars and then save yourself time as well. And the Points Guy is another great website where you can get some insight on the best credit cards. They kind of review different things. They give you updates on their reports. You can decide which credit cards may fit you best. You can look at hotel rewards, travel, and a million other things that you can kind of just get a spreadsheet of things that were already researched for you, and you don't have to do most of the legwork. So United States Postal Services are getting back on track a little bit and into the 21st century. So they have some other techy things that are coming out. One of my favorite things to do on the website is for you to be able to stop your mail for the vacation. So no longer do you need to actually physically drive to the post office and fill out a card because you're going to be away and you don't want any of the mail coming to you. You can do it right from the comfort of your home. So you can stop your mail, and then you can also tell them when you want your mail to resume. And the postman is actually going to bring all your mail to you, all bundled up on the date of your choosing. So definitely check out the services that they have available now. Traveling. If you guys love to travel as much as we are, I have some tips here for you. One of the best things I think on this list is getting TSA PreCheck. It is a service where you have to go get your fingerprints done and then you get entered into the database. Yet what that does, it saves you the time and you go into a special TSA PreCheck line at the airport for security. You don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to get undressed. You don't have to take your laptop out of the case. It's just such a huge time saver that I've gotten my kids that as well. And it just makes things a lot easier for traveling. And my second tip for you, among other things, is to travel with carry-on only in the book bag. We did some traveling and in November of last year, which was overseas, and we still chose to travel carry-on because I heard so many people being so upset with their luggage being lost. And you have no control over the luggage when it sits somewhere else. So if you really want to have all your things with you, if you want to enjoy your vacation, there are really great ways for you to strategically pack. And there's lots of things that you can pack in your carry-on if you just kind of make plans and you design your wardrobe for your destination where you're going. And another fun tip that I actually have found, somebody posted this, so I wanted to include that here with you. If you wanted to maximize the number of vacation days that you get or the holidays, like the official federal holidays, for example, in December, if you take off 4 work days between Christmas and New Year's, you will actually have 10 calendar days off in a row. So if you wanted to really hack your time off and take advantage of some of the days, this is the way to do it. So I have some tips here for you that you can take a look and see. And some other vacation tips and hacks. I haven't personally really truly like hacked into these things, but they say, you know, if you leave on the Wednesday, you can actually save money. If you book your trip on the Sunday, you can save some money. So this is for someone else to try and then tell me and let me know if this is working or not. So if you guys want to give it a try, I just wanted to include that for you, some 2023 air travel hacks. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I'm going to get this workbook out to you. Make sure that you have shared with me your email address. Otherwise, I can't get it to you. And here on the last slide, I just want to show you a couple of things that if you ever needed to get in touch with me for any of our resources that we have available to you free of charge, I have my phone number and my email listed here for you. If you want to pick my brain on anything that is real estate or community related, please let me know. We have lots of workshops that are happening every week, and you can check out our current schedule on Live with Olga. And we have 2 YouTube channels where you can subscribe and get market and community updates, as well as all of our webinar recordings. Everything is free of charge to you, and we would love to stay, of course, in contact with you. And if you're on social media, you can find me on Facebook as well as Instagram, and my handle is Olga S. St. Pierre. So that's what I have to share with you today. I know we had a couple of people that joined us a little bit later on. I just want to let you know that if you signed up through the library system, I do not have your contact information. So like at least your email address. So if you would not mind sending me a direct message so I can get the workbook to you, that would be appreciated. So Ron, I know I don't have yours. And if you can message me, that would be great. Okay. So this is what I wanted to share with you. I know there's lots of tips and tricks that I did. So my recommendation to you is take a look and see what makes sense to you in what area of your life and business that you may want to implement, and then take a couple of those tips and then kind of say, okay, this is what I am going to do to make my life or maybe my business a little bit easier. So any questions, comments, concerns, or anything I can help you with right now? Really? Okay. What kind of presentation did you think it was going to be? All right. Well, oh, phone apps. Okay. Yeah, we were just talking about general apps and things that make your life easier overall, but I did include a couple of phone applications that hopefully you'll find helpful. So, all right. Well, we're going to wrap up. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I welcome you to join us on another one of our workshops. We talk about quite a few different things. And if you have any other questions, you have my contact information. Feel free to reach out. Other than that, we hope to see you again soon at another one of our workshops. Thank you so much for joining me, and you have a great evening, everybody. Bye-bye.